But can he beat Goku though? These words have been circulating around the anime community for quite a long time. However, people who refuse to answer such a question are plebeians and charlatans and virgins who watch Rent a Girlfriend without masturbating and proceeds to fantasize having a life with a girl made out of literal graphite. I, on the other hand, am a being capable of many great things, and as such, I will be sitting here talking to you about how Phineas and Ferb from the hit TV show Phineas and Ferb can defeat Goku. I will go over their speed, their power, and their overall feats. The speed factor is the harder part of power scaling Phineas and Ferb. But to make it easier, let's look at this interpretation. Phineas and Ferb are capable of making many interesting devices, many of which can warp reality and create things that don't exist. However, at the end of almost every episode, their machines are destroyed before Candace can bust them. This is actually important in scaling the speed of Phineas and Ferb. We know that black mothers have a unique sense of danger and can easily sense when their children are doing something wrong in a mere picosecond. If you don't know how long a picosecond is, it is about 3,000 times faster than the speed at which you jizz into your cum jar. Why am I talking about black mothers when I'm trying to scale Phineas and Ferb? Well, it's because, and I'm pretty sure most people will agree with me, that all cartoon mothers, especially Pixar mothers, are equivalent to black mothers. The reason why I say this is because most cartoon mothers and all Pixar mothers have curves that white mothers can't have. The reason why this is scalable to Phineas and Ferb is because they have the ability to manipulate the universe and probability to their liking, and as such, manipulate the universe to change the event of being busted to the point where Phineas and Ferb's mom is unable to even sense the danger. This has been calculated to about anywhere from billions to quintillion times the speed of light. To show you how busted this is, there are about 186 episodes in Phineas and Ferb. And amongst all of these episodes, there is only one case where Phineas and Ferb feel the repercussions of being busted. If we take the binomial distribution, assuming that the chance of getting busted is 50%, the chance of Phineas and Ferb failing to outspeed their mom is almost zero. And that's if we assume that it's 50% of being busted, where in reality, it is probably much lower. This means that it is practically 0% chance of Goku catching Phineas and Ferb off guard. Go figure. And we know for a fact that Goku is much slower than Phineas and Ferb because Goku has actually taken hits before from both Bulma and Chi-Chi. Bulma and Chi-Chi are practically black mothers, and we already proved that Phineas and Ferb can blitz any black mother. Calculating the power of Phineas and Ferb is much easier, and we can go over this procedurally. We know that from a statement of Isabella and her Girl Scouts, who are probably about, let's say at least 20 people, managed to move an entire mountain. But we know for a fact that both Phineas and Ferb can do this by themselves casually as they blitzed Mount Rushmore. However, I would say that this is actually a much lower showing. Throughout the entirety of Phineas and Ferb, Isabella has been trying to confess her love to Phineas, and it is only accepted at the last episode. Since everyone knows that a character's power is directly correlated to their disdain of female companionship, Phineas and Ferb is most likely much higher than mountain level. And I would actually argue that Ferb is much more powerful in that regard too, because we know that Ferb has managed to curry the favor of Dr. Doofenshmirtz's daughter, Vanessa, who is anywhere from 4 to 7 years older than Ferb. However, we can actually scale much more highly than this. We know in one of the episodes that through some means, the machine manages to will the Avengers, including Thor, to their world, and they actually manage to be quite comparable to them. If you don't know how strong Thor is, just know that a very strong Thor could defeat Galactus, whose main dietary consumption is planets. However, this is actually a much lower comparison because Phineas and Ferb's ability to create the impossible is very comparable to Johnny Sin's ability to become literally everything in existence. One of the things Johnny Sins can definitely become is the DC villain Monarch, who has the potential to one-shot the entire Dragon Ball Superverse. It should be noted that Phineas and Ferb rarely show their anger, yet when at times that they do, it is noted that they get anywhere from 30 to 300 times stronger than they already are. One of the most interesting feats that Phineas and Ferb managed to do is give a white person rhythm. As everyone knows, white people clap on the 1 and 3, and not on the 2 and 4. And everyone knows that white people are too worried about who their next president is than to practice their rhythms. However, Phineas and Ferb managed to give a white person who has previously lost his rhythm back, thus making such a feat anywhere from low to high multiversal plus. At this point in time, Goku is far too weak, and in the words of the great Seth the Programmer, Phineas and Ferb would fondle Goku like a creepy uncle. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.